Everyone gets down from time to time. It's a completely normal part of life. But sometimes you're a little more than sad, and when the blues don't go away, it could be a sign that you suffer from depression. The best way to manage feelings of depression is to talk about it, and your parents are one of the best places to start. But how do you start that conversation? Here are 5 ways to tell your parents you might have depression. Hello and welcome to my channel, where we share videos about all things puberty, from topics like this one to issues such as the teen brain explained or practical tips to deal with rejection. If you're interested in receiving our weekly video updates, then hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's jump straight in. Figuring out what to say. Depression is often difficult to identify in people just because of how varied the symptoms can be. For some people, it can look like 24/7 crying. For others, it can put on a happy face. If you're one of the few who hides how truly unhappy you are, telling your parents that you're sad might not be taken so seriously. If you think you have some of the symptoms of depression, take some time to reflect on your current quality of life, stress levels, and overall happiness. Are you having trouble sleeping or find yourself exhausted all the time doing nothing at all? Do you often find yourself angry or irritable in situations that never used to bother you? Are you not excited by things that used to make you happy, like seeing your friends or playing sport? If you find yourself answering yes to some or all of these questions, there's a good chance that you could be depressed. By researching the signs of depression and becoming knowledgeable in their symptoms, it gets a lot easier to explain exactly how you're feeling, especially if you don't present typically. Let your parents know that you match a lot of the clinical symptoms of depression and you're worried it might get worse. Talk to someone you trust at school. Talking to your parents about mental health can be scary, so if you're not ready just yet, find someone at your school or within your social circles that you trust to confide in. Do you have a favorite teacher or guidance counselor at your school? If you do, consider opening up to them about how you're feeling. They're bound by confidentiality and might be able to offer some guidance or even tips on how to tell your parents. Even a close friend can be a good sounding board for how to talk to them. Regardless of how isolating depression can feel, you'd be surprised how many people have been through similar situations and can offer support and advice. Pick who you want to tell first. Before you have that difficult conversation, you may need to decide who you're going to tell first. Are you closer to one parent more than another? Or is one parent part of the reason you're depressed? Maybe you just feel more comfortable in a one-on-one setting. There's a handful of reasons why it may make sense to exclude either mom or dad for that first conversation. It doesn't necessarily mean you love one more than the other, just pick a parent you trust to make things easier. Practice what you're gonna say. If you're anxious about opening up in front of your parents, there's no shame in rehearsing what you want to say. Take some notes, make a couple bullet points. You can even practice in front of the mirror if that's your thing. Try talking about the symptoms that you have and how they're affecting your life and for how long it's been happening. It's important to let your parents know that you're being serious and you want to do something about it. You know your parents. You can probably guess some of the questions or reactions they might have. Prepare for those and be ready with any answers they might need. If all else fails, write a letter. If, after completing steps 1 to 4, you still find that the thought of talking to your parents about mental health is too scary, try writing a letter. Even a text message is better than nothing. Typing is a lot easier than having a face-to-face conversation and can still be just as effective, just as long as you emphasize that you aren't joking around and you really need help. With a letter or text, you have the time to articulate exactly how you're feeling without being cut off or interrupted halfway through. While it might not be easy to tell your parents that you're suffering from depression, it's definitely not impossible. Just know they're the best equipped to support you and get you the help you need if they can't do it themselves. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos about all things puberty.